Hey guys, MC back again with another video, and today I bring you the Power Rangers Reignition, the actual figures for the set that come in a box set. I was lucky enough to get this on Walmart.com yesterday. I saw a post by MMPR Toys and they had them for sale. I believe this was like 56 bucks. So I was able to grab the whole set, the whole box set, which is awesome. I love this box. I'm going to display it just like this. But yeah, came in super quick, came in a little earlier today while I was at work, so I couldn't wait to pop open this guy and see how cool these figures are. As you can see, there's nothing really too much to the slipcover here, just the Rangers helmets and the Rangers doing action poses on the side. So yeah, let's open this guy up and see how he is. There's a barcode if you guys need it for whatever reason. There's the QR code for Playmates. But yeah, awesome. I'm happy these are coming out already. These don't come out in stores, I think, for quite some time, maybe a month or two, but Walmart had these up for sale, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, there we go. But yeah, take a look inside. These are how they're packed. Nice. So yeah, let's start off with yellow here. Check out Triny. Put the box off to the side. So here's the packaging for the figures here. I believe these are just shy of 6-inch, so nothing too crazy. There is a little bit of the bio for her and some of her traits. More action shots. Awesome figure. As you can see, she comes with her daggers and the side weapon and the main pistol mode. So yeah, let's pop her open real quick. Alright, so taking a look at Triny out of the box here. As you can see, she is missing some paint detailing. Obviously the head, you're missing some eye detailing, some painting around the visor, some extra details. The buckles are just flat gold. There's no design on there whatsoever. So, I mean, you get what you pay for. These are slightly cheaper than the flip heads for whatever reason. I don't know, because it's the box set version, or Walmart will eventually jack up the price just like they did with the Megazord parts and the other flip heads and the weapons, and then the Morpher also. They raised it like $5 or $6 for whatever reason. As far as articulation goes, her hands can do a full 360. It can go only up about that high. As far as articulation in the hand, it does have an elbow swivel and a hand swivel. No ab crunch or anything, just a solid torso. As far as the body, she can kick about that far out and that far back. Nothing too crazy because the butt flap gets in the way. As far as knee articulation, she can do about not less than 90 there. There is a little swivel at the kneecap, and at the foot there's a little swivel. You can go full 360 on the foot there. No side to side right there. Head is just on a ball joint, I'm assuming, but she can't really look up or down much if it is. But overall, nice detailer for the price. She did include some weapons. As far as stuff goes, you get the Blade Blaster in blade form, just picked out in red and white. Same with the gun, just red and white. And then her daggers, wherever the other one went, is somewhere. I'll find it, but oh, it's right here. They're about the same, just silver and some yellow plastic, nothing picked out in the coin area where it would be at. So she's able to dual wield her weapons. And the hands are soft plastic, so nothing's gonna really feel like it's gonna break or anything. So she can hold her weapons pretty securely. Not gonna fall out or anything. But nice. Gun does holster, I'm assuming. Yes, it does. So you can have that in there. And then if she wanted to hold her weapon in that mode, she can in blade form. So she's pretty cool. As far as comparison goes, I'm not going to do it for her since she's the same height as everybody else. And I'll have the team all lined up here behind their respective colors on the box. Here's the Lightning Collection. So as you can see, she is short. She comes up to his torso. He just wants to do the splits. And then here is the flip head from the same line. So, as you can see, she's on the shorter side. These kind of are almost the same height. Just a little smaller, nothing too crazy. So yeah, let's get the next one out. Let's get Zach out. Put her right there. And we'll be right back. And checking out Zach here. Pretty good packaging as well, just like Triny. Nothing too crazy, just an action shot, his stats, and a little bio of him. I like the packaging, it's very minimalistic. It's pretty cool. I love that you can just, it's basically the sides of the box there, so nice little silhouette. These guys are well packaged in there, just pain in the butt to take out. So yeah, let me get him out real quick. And here we have Zach in his glory. Again, same level of detailing here. Nice helmet. I mean, I guess picking out the helmet a little bit better would have been nice. The tampograph is not on the buckle, but a nice interpretation of Zach here, and or Adam, depending on what you want to do. He is cool. Nice to have some figures. Again, these are the cheaper size, so more towards kids, but so yeah, not terrible. Same articulation as Triny. Our movement is at the elbow, the knee bend and stuff. Same old, but again, I do like the feel of these guys. They're nice. Good to hold in hand. His weapons, again, they have the same blade blaster in blaster form or sword mode. He does come with his axe, if he wants to stay up real quick for me. Yeah, here we go. Picked out in just yellow for the most part, no coloration. I wish they did some of the gold or silver for the blade. That would have been nice. And I don't know if these combine, which I don't think they do, to form the big blaster, which I forget what it's called right now, to be honest with you. You could just fill me in the comments. Just got off work literally, so I am mind tired right now. So yeah, he can wield his axe. Not enough to hold it with both hands, but at least he held it nicely. But it's a good figure. Again, next to the Green Ranger flip head, as you can see, he is much shorter than Tommy here. And then the Lightning Collection and Space Ranger here. Super short. And just in scale with Yellow, she is slightly shorter than him. So she comes up to his shoulders for the most part. So, because in the show, she was about the same height, because in the Sentai version, this was a guy. So, not bad. Alright, next guy we're going to pull out will be Jason. I'm just going to put him off to the side. I'll make a little display after we're done. Alright, so Jason, out of the box here, looking pretty sweet. Game, same detailing, same box kind of art. Get the helmet wrap around. You get a little story of Jason there. He's a natural leader. Alright, let's take him out real quick and see how cool he is. And we have Jason. He is pretty cool looking again. At least they picked out the silver around his helmet. I wish they would have done the eyes a little bit more just to stand out. But other than that, I mean, these are all really great figures. Again, nothing collector worthy. But if you're just like some cool action figures for a cheap price, then here is your answer. Nicely done. Again, I like the material it's made of, that plastic that the Playmate seems to use on their figures. Same articulation. Knee, swivel. It just turns. Really nothing. He's got a little bit more of a up and down, but really can't look too much further down than anything else. But yeah, nicely done. He does come with the power sword. It's just red and silver. It's painted nicely. I give it that. I just, again, wish more detail, but yeah, just the price point, I guess. And it comes with the blasters again, both versions of it, bladed, unbladed. Let's get him to hold his sword. There we go. And again, I don't know if any others of these weapons are the same as the flip heads one. The only one I have is Tommy. So once we get to Tommy, I'm leaving it last. Then we can compare that and see if maybe they're the same. But I don't think so. But yeah, there is Jason, looking pretty sweet. Let's do Blue. Let's do some Billy action here. Here we got Billy. I like the blue that's on his box. It stands out really nice. Checking around the packaging, there is Billy's stats and a little bit about him. He's a tactical fighter, intelligent, and he's shy. And there's more of him in the packaging. You got his power lance there, the two weapons in those two forms, and Billy himself. Let me get him out real quick. And here we have Billy, right out of packaging. Again, decent detail. Could have used more on the helmet, but I think he looks better overall since he actually has the horns painted in. I wish the visor was painted in the eyes, but I guess it is what it is. Like, I don't know how many times I'm going to say that. Buckle's not painted in, or not detailed in, but nice sculpt overall. His weapon, his main weapon, you saw the power lance, just silver and blue. I don't know if there's anybody out there that's a detail kind of guy. Maybe they can fill it in and make it look 100 times better, or if they make another version of this down the road and make it more highly detailed than this. And the same with the weapons. Maybe they'll do like civilian heads like they did with the Lightning collection. Probably not, since they have the flip heads for that. Having him hold his staff here, or lance. They do not split, which is sad, but he is able to wield it. Get into some cool shots, whatever you guys want. But same articulation as all the others. My mat here is kind of hard for me to stand on, but it's okay. But yeah, not bad for Billy. Now let's get Kimberly out here. Oh, as I drop her. Here's Miss Kim. All her glory. There's her stats and her little bio. She's hardworking with her power boat, and she's into gymnastics. And breaking Tommy's heart, apparently. But yeah, nice look there. Now let's take her out of packaging and see how she is. And here is Miss Kim out of the packaging. She is pretty cool. This is actually a softer material than I was expecting. Not as thick, so it's not going to limit much of her movement like the past ones have, because from what I've seen the past ones, they were like a harder plastic, so it hasn't been able to give her some range of movement. And it's split down the middle, so it's not going to hinder her too much with her limited mobility. The same posability as the others: foot, the knee, elbows, arms. You get the gist. Swivel at the head. As you can see, the head sculpt there is just silver painted for the mouth. And that's pretty much it for her. Nothing wild. I think Billy so far has been the most detailed for the most part, unfortunately. Her weapon of choice is her bow, or just don't fall down. I need to get a flatter mat. Here is her bow. It is highly detailed, as you can see, with lots of paint. No, it's just red on either side and just white. This is really pliable. It feels like gummy to me, like unnaturally gummy. None of the other weapons have felt like this. This is like, I'm pretty sure if I stretched it, it would just break. Or bended it. I can bend it pretty good and it's not doing anything. Yeah, it's really gummy. Definitely can wield her weapon. in her hand, if I can get it in there, because it bends so much. There we go. We got her holding her bow. Looks good. She is basically the same height as Triny there. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I do enjoy this mold. It's pretty cool. Now we'll be displaying them with the Megazord once that's complete with her Zord, because hers is the only one that has not been released yet on Walmart.com or in stores. So once that hits, I'll be grabbing that, complete that. And she's got some fuzz in her hair. I know it's not for me. Alright, so let me get the main thing I got this for was for Tommy. What is this? It's like plastic. We'll figure that out later. So the main guy here that I was hoping to get is Tommy here. As you can see, you got the dragon dagger there, the shield. I like how they have the teeth gold on the box, but on the figure itself it's just silver. There's Tommy again. There is his bio. He is a black belt. His personality is helpful. He wasn't really helpful in the beginning. He kind of was the opposite of that. So yeah, apparently his weapon is a power shield too. I didn't know that was a weapon. So yeah, let's get him out of the packaging real quick. And we have Tommy in all his glory. I love this freaking figure. This is the only reason why I got the box, just to get Tommy. I'm a Tommy collector, if I wasn't mentioned it before in any of my videos. I am. Good detail. Again, the coin's not painted in. He does have his armbands. The helmet's not detailed in any way. You do have the silver, which kind of helps break up the green from the black. I wish most of them had that. The mouth's painted there. Everything looks cool. His shield is kind of a rubbery material. Like, it's really pliable. This feels like Kimberly's skirt. That's how pliable it is. I don't think there's a way to take it off without damaging it or ripping it off, because it's glued in. So you really can't like transfer this to Jason or Zach to give him the shield. I mean, you could probably just take this off and, you know, glue it, but I'm not going to do this to my character. You do what you will. Sure, you could probably pick up a couple of these Tommies just to take the shield off. But yeah, it's not buttoned in, but yeah, it looks like it's just glued back here. So there's that. Take a heater to it and just melt the glue off. So as far as Tommy, I do have a comparison to him with the flip head goes, since he is in that same line. As you can see, he faints. As you can see, he is a lot taller. The head sculpt there is pretty much similar. They have about the same detail. You got the red for the gem up front and the visor and the mouth. I wish they would have used this gold on his shield here just to pop. It is pretty much the same on the armband. This one, for whatever reason, they detailed the dragon coin on there, but not that one. If you're able to do it on this one, just do it on this one. I just don't understand why not. But nonetheless, he is cool to have in the collection. Head for all of them is the same, except for him. He is kind of hindered by the shield, so you do have to move it past him just to get it going. Arms, again, they don't go up that far to get that, to hit that in the way, to get in the way. And then 360 you can, they just move out of the way. But yeah, not bad, not a bad figure for Tommy. And then his weapon is going to be the dragon dagger. So this is the one that comes with him, and the one that comes with the flip head is this guy here. So as you can see, the figure one is slightly smaller than the flip head version, just by a little bit. They have the dragon coin at least molded into this, unlike the other ones. I didn't see any coins, both back and front. But yeah, it's just slightly smaller. I mean, they probably could have had it be the same size, because just looking at this, looks like they're about the same thickness. Yeah. So A little bit of cost savings. You could have used the bigger one on this guy, but holds it well. If I can see here what I'm doing. There we go. Holds it well enough in his hand. I wish it wasn't all gold, but it's okay. And just for the hell of it, let's give him the bigger one. Yeah. If my fingers want to give me 1 second here. And there we go. So you can dual wield dragon daggers there. And you can definitely hold it. It's not hurting anything, it's not bending anything out of the way. But yeah, you can do that. You can double dragon dagger it, I guess. But yeah, nice figure for Tommy. So there we have the full team finally put together. Great figures, especially if you want to upgrade from the flip heads. They're not going to be anywhere near the quality as of a Lightning collection or anything like that. They are pretty inexpensive. Like I said, they're slightly cheaper than this guy here, the flip heads, for whatever reason, once you find them in stores. But awesome if you want to add the mainline figures to your collection. Definitely worth it since they're going to be on a cheaper route. So just don't expect high detail or anything like that, because these are not it. The weapons do not combine in any way, shape, or form. Unfortunately, I wish they were added to that. Maybe down the road they'll add a little, add additional weapons that can combine, maybe as a little weapon pack or something. But until that day happens, this is what we have. Sorry for my English. But yeah. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please check out my other videos. I do have the Mastodon video coming down the way. So yeah, if you're able to find these, pick them up. I would definitely say go for it. Till next time, guys, please take care and stay cool. See ya.